Hello everyone, how you all doing? It's the end of the week again. Are you tired? I am, don't mind admitting it. Well, when I got back today, my neighbour says, "You all right, Martin?" I says, "No, I'm not all right. I'm bloody 60 now." I says, "I'm an old..." Well, actually, I swore. I says, "I'm an old bastard now. I'm an old bastard." And he says, "No, you're not, Mart. No, you're not. 60's not old." He says, "60's not old." Anyway, he made me feel better. Right, I lost my parking case. I've been fighting it for the last 2 months, and there's a federation that looks after motorists who, if they think they've got like a grievance against the operator, and they're called Poplar, Popla, and they've been looking into it. And you're not going to believe this, but I actually do have a parking ticket for parking on this car park. But my mistake was I came in a little early, and it took me more than 10 minutes, which is the grace period, to download the app, because the internet signal was pretty bad in that area, which was York Hospital, training hospital, one of my jobs. It was the first time I'd gone to this car park, so I read all the signs and I did everything I was supposed to do, but I must have stayed in my van charging my phone and my iPad, trying to get a signal. Eventually I got the app on my phone, and then I engaged the app. So I've got a ticket for 2 hours, but the parking company, which is minsterbaywatch.co.uk, are doing me £100 because they said I stayed more than the allotted time, which is 2 hours. And I have to tell you, people, I am pretty pissed off about that. Look, it's not as if I can't afford to pay my fines that comes my way. But the thing is, there's always a principle at stake, and these principles sometimes make me very, very obstinate. A lesser person would probably have looked at it in the full light of day and thought, this ain't going to go to court, and it's not going to fare well for me if it did go to court, because surely the operator will take the ticket that I've got, which is for 2 hours, right? They'll say, we haven't got a grievance against the 2 hours. That's a valid time for you to park there. We have a problem with you coming in at 17 minutes past 7 a.m, but not engaging the parking until... And I'd gone past the grace period of 10 minutes. If I'd have kept within the grace period, got the app, started the parking within that 10 minutes, I wouldn't have got this £100 fine. What a bastard. Really annoyed me. So is everybody happy? Everybody, let's change cameras. That one? Should we go for that one? So at the moment, I'm recording this in 4K at 60 frames per second. I just want to see whether there's the lifelike... That's what you want. You don't want ghosting. You know what I mean by ghosting? Where sometimes an image trail after you've moved remains. That's like ghosting. I'm just trying to get a nice smooth video at the end of the day, and decent audio. We're going to talk about all the truth seekers out there. I just want to say, never have I known in my lifetime the high percentage of truth seekers that I am seeing today. Some of them I've mentioned in a previous video. They are the top truth seekers. They are the ones that are getting to the nitty gritty of all these enmeshed lies. And I love to see it. At the end of the day, they're going to have to prove without... I mean, this is how it's going to be. If you're trying to catch a liar out, you've got to be so clever. Now, I remember somebody saying regarding deep state, Obviously, deep state, that phrase that you've heard from Donald Trump and a lot of others, a lot of right wingers as well. What they say about deep state is that you don't know who they are. So they've got imaginations of evil intentions, and you don't know who they are. And that's a worry to me because when I've had enemies in the past, I've always kept an eye on them. I've always kept an eye on my enemies. Some people, you just have to. You can't take your eye off them for a second in case they do you down, do you a bad turn. But it's difficult to keep your eye on these kind of enemies. But we're going to have to do our best. All of us, all the truth seekers out there, we're going to have to get as much concrete evidence that lies are being told from various world leaders, and even that won't be enough because they will just completely deny, and deny. And I feel as if I'm beginning to hate the leaders of the free world. I'm beginning to hate everything they stand for. I'm beginning to really hate man in a really, really bad way. And it's taken my peace away. I don't have tranquility the same as I used to have. I don't have that nice, serene personality that I was always noted for as being a Piscean. Because I see these evil, evil leaders, not just from, Russia, not just from America, because yes, we've got evil leaders running our country, we've got evil leaders running America, and at the end of the day, it's a depressing feeling, very depressing. Anyway, I just want to get that one off my chest and have an early night. So I'll see you all again. Goodbye.